Twitch!
Hey, what's up,
Twitch!
here?
Twitch! I heard about this. Twitch! What's going on, Twitch? You mind telling me what's happening here, Twitch? 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 Who's like the most famous Twitch person? I need a name.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're here. So today we're going to be looking at another example of Twitch unfairly enforcing its rules on VTubers. This time we're going to see the second ban that Fallen Shadow has received on Twitch. Now, we live in a time where, ironically, Iron Mouse is once again the most subscribed to Twitch streamer in the world.
Wow! I didn't know that. I haven't seen this. Hold on. We got Iron Mouse as number 1. Kai Cenat, who I cannot lie, even though I don't watch his stuff, I'm a huge Kai Cenat fan. I literally just watch Kai Cenat through shorts and nothing else. And God, I love him, dude. Oh my goodness, his Elden Ring Let's Play. Oh my goodness, it's some of the greatest content I've seen in so long, bro. Oh my, I love him. I love him with all my heart. Jinxie. Who's Jinxie? I feel like I probably watched it. That logo looks familiar to me. Hassan B is, I'm assuming, Hassan Piker? KCO, let's go! KCO running up at number 5, baby! And Pirate Software, let's go! So, huge fans.
World. And yet, Twitch and its staff still has an issue with VTubers, especially when it comes to the enforcement of their terms of service. We have people who are face cammers who are openly violating rules left and right, essentially creating softcore poontang on the website, and they're plastered and shared on the front page, and yet, when they get banned for the 12th or 13th time, they get unbanned within a day. However, VTubers, they make the smallest mistake, or sometimes no mistake at all, and they have the whole book thrown at them. And Fallen Shadow is an example of that. Like I said, second ban. She already has been banned once this year, back in July, right before her birthday stream.
It is a very well-known open secret that Twitch loves to simp over the ladies.
She was prepping up for a pretty big event. It was a birthday stream she'd been hyping up for some time. And on that day, just hours before the stream was supposed to start, you can see she was promoting it. And then hours after that, and just before the start of the stream, she was banned for the first time ever on Twitch. And she has been streaming for years. So the timing of this was very suspect to begin with. And the reasoning for it is completely ridiculous. They claimed that she was making sexual content. If you're familiar with
what the frick?
Shondo's content at all.
Bro, and on her birthday too, why?
And on top of that, they came up with this crazy reasoning saying this alleged sexual behavior was coupled with the fact that her VTuber avatar looked like a minor, which is crazy because number one, it's not real, and also it's based on her own real life self. So calling that a child is actually kind of offensive.
Oh, that's messed up. It's actually meant to look like... That's so messed up. I have a lot of friends that suffer from, like, that, you know, there's a lot of VTubers that suffer from that, too. I personally have a lot of friends that suffer from, like, constantly being called, like, 14-year-olds, even though they're, like, 30-year-old ladies or something.
And not just stupid. But on top of that, she would get unbanned, right, and she'd go back to streaming.
Got a lot of cousins that go through that, too.
The next ban would come. This was 2 days ago. She was banned in a much more serious fashion this time. She found this out through this post, by the way. Not through Twitch, not through
streamer bans?
Through this specific post from a bot
that
account
sucks.
On Twitter. Like, that's how crazy this is. But here's her statement and her reaction right after finding out. She said, "Hey, at Twitch support. What the heck, man? Woke up to being banned, found out through a Twitter bot because I have received no email about it. Never mind why. Is drinking on stream against TOS now? Or is it just against the made-up second set of rules that my partner manager admitted moderation has for me that I'm not allowed to see or hear about, by the way, because I am a petite woman with a high soft voice using a VTuber model that reflects me IRL. So, do I at least get to know why I'm banned this time? For how long? Because nobody has told me anything, and this is starting to feel very much like bullying. I don't think it's fair that one rogue admin who hates VTubers gets to play with my career like this. I'm legally disabled and I support 6 vulnerable family members through streaming, and someone who just doesn't like VTubers gets to keep hurting me and others with no explanation, logic, or reason. while we all know this is a site full of naked women on the front page. Okay. And that's the thing that really frustrates people. It's like...
Call them out! Talk your shiz! Yes! That's right! Tell them how it is!
Not only just ban her out of nowhere
and
take away her livelihood, but also to not even give you a notification or a reason as to why. It is ridiculous. And the hypocrisy of how they treat people like Fallen Shadow versus cam streamers is ridiculous. But eventually, people would check out the VOD. I personally checked out the VOD before it was deleted, obviously, but I went through. She had been drinking. She was clearly emotional and upset about a few things. And I had heard, I didn't hear this personally, but some people said that at some point she made a joke about Minecrafting herself. A clear joke, not meant to be taken seriously, but that seems like it's the reasoning that Twitch used to ban her this time, when eventually, after she raised enough attention on Twitter...
I don't believe it. That is such BS. That is such freaking BS. The amount of times that OzDaMonke has done that, has made a joke about that, the amount of times that I've seen Nux Otaku make a joke about that, no, nonsense. Nonsense, and you know it.
Twitch would provide an explanation and a duration of her ban. So, carefully listen to this and the audacity of Twitch in this message. Hello, Fallen Shadow. We've received your content and we're concerned about you. If you're currently struggling or feeling unsafe, please reach out for help, talk to someone you trust, contact your doctor, or go to the hospital. In accordance with our community guidelines and to protect our community, we've removed this content. Self-harm type thoughts, I can't really say too much on YouTube, just the way the thing is, but they're saying that stuff is not allowed on Twitch. Please read the guidelines. And as a breach of our community guidelines, we've suspended your account temporarily 30 days and know that you're valued as a part of the Twitch community. Yeah, isn't that nice of them? They say right here in the first sentence, we're concerned about you.
But if there's live cam models that dox and threaten people, like Sniper Wolf and all them, nothing! Just freaking nothing!
And then a few lines down, they say, we're ripping away your livelihood. And then they say the next sentence that you're a valued part of the Twitch community. Yeah, I'm sure that'll help.
You're a valued part of the Twitch community. We're going to cut your paycheck off because you can't be sad.
I'm sure ripping away their main platform and source of income will benefit them, right? That's just ridiculous. And a lot of people are really upset about this. And here's some of the reactions from the VTubing scene. This was the first 5 comments I saw, and just so happens to be 5 VTubers I have a lot of respect for. So let's hear what they have to say.
Thank you! Bow!
So here you have
Bow, let's go!
Twitch's favorite gamers can say, game end yourself, but somehow bringing up mental health in any capacity during a drinking stream warrants a 30-day suspension. Twitch is never beating the we hate VTubers allegations. Then Pippa says someone...
Are they even allegations at this point?
It out for you at this point. And Smugglana says Twitch is so dog shit at their job. And rule regulation, it's actually impressive, bro. Sayu says, this is so sad to see. I'm so sorry. You have to struggle through all this extra that you don't deserve. I get that a platform would want to point out any self-harm, but I doubt you were saying anything to that level while drinking. So did they even watch your stream? Huh. And then Vivi down here says, I can't believe this. This is not a kind or helpful thing for Twitch to do for someone if they're worried about their mental health. This is your livelihood. You support 6 family members. I hate that this is happening to you. This isn't right. And of course, in situations like this,
it's like, bro, does nobody at Twitch I guess I'm not listening to themselves, but there's nobody at Twitch look at what they're freaking doing. Like how morally bankrupt can you get with this?
Many others, people use this opportunity to try to justify and bootlick Twitch's decision because they don't like Fallen Shadow for a set of reasons, whether it's she's a VTuber or she's a lolly VTuber, or they're pearl clutching over some of her jokes. And it's a bunch of people seeking attention and celebrating the draconian enforcement of their rules because they don't like Fallen Shadow or something about her, like the fact that she's a VTuber. And as always, these people want attention and they will not receive any attention. At least in this video, they'll have to go somewhere else to get that attention they're so desperate for. But that did happen. But anyways, as she points out in this tweet, there's definitely something going on with Twitch in this situation, okay? It's clearly something...
Okay, they're trying to freaking get rid of her now before it becomes a bigger thing. Come on, what is this?
To do with the staff. There's at least one person or a group of people who have it out for Fallen Shadow and other VTubers on the platform as well, and they're doing everything in their power to try to make their lives just a little bit harder. And with Shondo, I think it's very clear that's the case. Okay, the birthday stream, the first ban, is what really told me this is something personal and someone who just doesn't like her specifically, because there's no way, after streaming for years without ever getting banned, she would get her first ban just before her special birthday stream. There's no way that timing is a coincidence. It was very targeted.
Somebody who has just has it out for her.
And about a day into the ban, she was still not hearing anything further from Twitch. And she was still active on her alt account here, making this tweet. If I had a nickel for every time I was banned on Twitch and Mr. Trump is shot at, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice, where someone would react saying this. Sorry, is this how I found out? There was a second potential
I found out about this too.
But eventually...
At his golf course, we're going to look into that.
And a half after the ban announcement, she was finally unbanned from
Hey!
Twitch, which is the good ending. She'd be celebrating this on Twitter. And then she would also get an email shortly after, further explaining what was going on with the decision and the fact that they accepted her appeal. So read this statement from Twitch. Hello, Fallen Shadow. A member of her team has reviewed your appeal and can confirm that the correct enforcement was issued. However, given the details of your case, we have determined that your appeal can be accepted. Make sure you stay informed with the TOS, yada, yada, yada. So basically they're saying, yes, you did break the rules, but we're going to allow you to wiggle out of this one, which seems like they only reversed their decision due to backlash. They're basically defiantly saying, yes, we were right, but we're going to let this go because we're tired of the backlash and people criticizing us. And it's very...
Wow. Wow. Twitch is just absolutely garbage, huh?
obvious that's what's happening here. And again, it reminds everyone of the unfair treatment of VTubers, where they can basically find any flaw in your stream and try to rip away your livelihood just like that. And in this case, it just proves again.
Hey, we were right, but we're gonna, but we're not, but we're gonna give you the right anyways, because like how right we were, you're gonna be the one that's we're gonna let it go.
They can do many different things to enforce their TOS. People say like, oh, well, she broke the TOS. Dude, go into any stream for a few hours and you will find something that you could say, oh, that's a violation of whatever rule in their TOS. And with Fallen Shadow, they're just sitting there waiting for any moment.
Somebody had to be, yeah.
So they can apply another ban to her account. And in this case, they did it over what was clearly jokes or something she was saying when she was drinking. And it wasn't that serious, but they found an opportunity to once again ban her, and they ran with it and only went back on it because they got a bunch of backlash on Twitter. And this is something also that Bao would raise, saying this is such an embarrassing reply from Twitch.
Yes!
It reeks of passive aggressiveness and disrespect towards you. Twitch pretending to have rules and backbone when they bend the rules every day to maintain money by being chatterbait light is just hilarious to me. And on top of that, Shondo would reflect on this whole thing in a long thread. I'm just going to read a small part, or summarize a small part, because I think it's a very good point. She raises the whole fact that she was only able to get this fixed because she got such an uproar from Twitter. And so many people supported her. Not just people like users and fans of the channel, but also other...
Imagine the people who don't have this kind of support, who aren't as big, that could just get like bullied around by Twitch.
People in the scene, other VTubers and content creators, and only then could she get this ban fixed. And looking around at smaller VTubers or smaller content creators, there's no way they'd be able to pull something like this off, and they would just get banned and they would be stuck with it because they wouldn't be able to get as much attention and actually put pressure onto Twitch in this case. And it should concern you, should concern everyone. That's why
I'm freaking scared. You don't think I'm terrified of them? I'm screwed. Twitch wants to mess with me. I'm done.
So short-sighted, they don't get it at all. And the rules shouldn't be bent or applied in a draconian fashion to punish someone you don't like. You shouldn't be celebrating that. Even when it's someone you don't like or a type of content creator you don't like, when they bend the rules to punish them, you should be upset about that too. But people aren't that, they don't have that kind of foresight on Twitter, which is not too surprising. Now, this is where the video was supposed to end. But then, just an hour or so before recording this, we had some bad news involving Vishojo Zentreya.
What?
Who would report onto Twitter that she has also been hit with a rule violation on Twitch, receiving a warning for sexual themes in her content.
How?
And she said this in her tweet. In all the years I've been on Twitch, I've always played by the rules and knew where the lines were. I've never gotten a warning. I had basically the equivalent of a one-piece swimsuit for less than 5 minutes far from the screen. I think something is going on. Yes.
How? Twitch, you allowed that one girl, that one bikini streamer to show her butthole on the screen for like hours. You even DM'd her and told her to change, and she put on like somehow an even worse pair of like bikini underwear to show off her butthole. How is it that you're okay with that, but you're not okay with a freaking robot putting on a one-piece bikini?
She got classified as sexual themes and punished for it and given a warning, so next time it happens, she's going to get an actual ban just for wearing a one-piece swimsuit. Meanwhile, there is a hot tub category on Twitch, and they have people like completely spreading their cheeks open practically on the front page of the website. But
we're going to have to start
a VTuber wear a one-piece.
I am not even joking, and I'm saying this without a hint of sarcasm. Any female VTubers out there, you're gonna have to start streaming with a freaking, like, swimming pool on the screen somewhere. And you're gonna have to stream to the bikini section. Like, you're just screwed if you don't do that at this point. I'm not even joking.
Swimsuit while in the background. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And she would continue on saying, now, mind you, this isn't a ban, but it's a warning. But if I show the swimsuit toggle for even a minute, I will likely be banned. So it's a very
swimming pool
situation. I was just standing there and talking about a normal topic far from the screen. So in dangerous waters at the moment. Also, I've had that one-piece outfit for 2+ years, and as well as others for longer, and never received any warning or such for them. So this is out of nowhere. And is why it's so strange to me. So I'm not sure what's going on at the moment. And again, it just further reflects the ridiculous treatment of VTubers on Twitch and the clear disparity of how they enforce their TOS.
Meanwhile, on Kick, they're freaking, like, actually paying VTubers to come over.
On VTubers versus your traditional face cammers, and there never being the allegations that they mistreat VTubers on Twitch. At this point, they're just reinforcing it over and over again. And if it can happen to someone like Fallen Shadow or Zentreya, it can happen to anyone. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys...
I just gotta say, just ill to this one. This, like, bottom meow. Wow! This is freaking nasty, dude. Like, this one's bad. The beard, this one is, like, bad. But the one on this bottom one, like, bro, it looks like pubes. Like, that's just bad. I don't like it. I think it's something to do with the shading. I think that's something, yeah, I think it's the shading.
And I'll see you next time.
It's freaking, like, it's destroying me. Okay, I wanted to check this out. I had no idea that there were mods, that you were able to mod Woowa. But before we get to that,
hey, what's up, here?
I genuinely, first of all, go and support this video. I'll drop this in the Discord. Please, please, please. Go drop him a like. Go drop him a sub. Rev says Desu. Amazing, amazing content. Thank you for the update. I had no idea on the situation. I dropped Fallen Shadow a follow on Twitter. I'll be sure to follow them on Twitch as well. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and become a Monodachi today. I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi. That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!